You know what's crazy?
What?
I guess we can start with this. I never realized horoscopes be accurate as shit. Isn't that sort of scary?
Go on.
Yeah, so, I'm going to go to my sign. Loyal, of course. You know, black men don't cheat. Loyal. Analytical. Kind. Practical, hardworking. Okay. My weakness is I'm shy. Yeah. I worry. Okay. Overly critical of self and others. Yeah. All work, no play. That's it. Then likes animals. I'm indifferent. Healthy food. Nope. Books, nature, cleanliness. Sort of. Then by dislikes, rudeness, asking for help. Yeah. Taking center stage. Yeah. That shit is really. It's sort of crazy. It is sort of crazy. What? You're a Libra?
Yeah. So what did you come up with this bullshit? Like, what made you think about this shit?
So I met someone on a dating app, and she said I was such a Virgo, and I didn't know what it meant. And then I looked it up, and I was like, oh shit, she got me down to a T because of my. Like, oh shit, that's crazy. You could know someone without knowing them just by their sign.
We get a bad thing. A Libra, cooperative, diplomatic, generous, fair-minded. Gracious. Oh shit! You know, I had to make it a little simple, something. Fair-minded and social. I don't know what diplomat it is. The only diplomat I know is Dipset. That's all strengths.
I mean,
indecisive. Yeah, avoid confrontations. Now I do. Will carry a grudge. Nah, not no more. Like, I don't even care. Self pity. Who doesn't? Who doesn't? I mean, it depends. You know what I'm saying?
You like the outdoors?
Like the outdoors? Yeah. Okay,
dislikes, I think they low key loudmouths and conformity. That hit you to a T.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like loud things. Like some people just like talk too loud.
That hit you to the conformity. You know that just following rules for the sake of following rules.
Oh no,
yeah, that's that hit you to a T right there. just try to get that's just like spot on.
Yeah. But the thing is this though, right? Like, I don't know. It's just funny because like, all right, so you know, certain people are the same way in this that do podcasts, right? Same signs.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that because we don't act we act the opposite of them two. Yeah. You know, you try to be like super cool and shit. And I'm usually the one that say the wild shit.
I'm not trying to be super cool.
Well, I'm not.
I'm just super cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, goddamn Dre from the 3. Oh shit.
Girls with daddy issues.
All right. I guess we're gonna start you'll start with the Akademiks versus Rory and Mal.
You want to start from the top of all this. How this all pretty much started.
All right. How will we even go back to this? Like
you take the lead on this.
All right. So if you are unfamiliar with DJAkademiks, he's sort of he's a blog page. You count him as a blog page.
He's a YouTuber.
Well, he's pretty much a
streamer.
A blog page. He used to DJ during his college days. He started blogging. Started with the war in Chirac. He covers news and hip hop. A lot of the hip hop artists don't like him because he said he only cover the bad stuff, not the good stuff. Some people just don't like him because he don't post their album. This, that, and the third. It's just acting. I don't have anything against him. I actually think he's funny. I know a lot of people who don't like him. I know people who like him. But on the Breakfast Club, of course you got Joe Budden, not the Breakfast Club, run that back. On the Joe Budden podcast, of course there's Joe Budden and the two people beside him, the black one's Mal, white one's Rory. They, over the years, have taken subtle little jabs at Akademiks. They can deny it, but, I mean, like, it's on the tape. So, Akademiks just went the fuck off over him this past week and was going in. like just saying, pretty much looking up Rory's resume. Yeah, like shitting on his work, shitting on Maul, saying they don't really do anything. They just Joe's minions. Pretty much he was implying that Joe is negotiating a deal with Spotify, and pretty much they just Joe's employees. He said, quote, "They are lucky to be carried by one of the most talented people in the game." That actually is what I wanted to point out, though. I felt this whole time during his rant, his D-Rod of Joe Budden, I thought was very telling. Where you can tell they have some type of mentorship going on. He did not say anything bad about Joe the whole time. He made sure he didn't say anything bad about Joe the whole time. I was like, yeah, like, I could tell that nigga sort of like in his ear, like, nigga, don't try me. Like, hey, don't try me.
Yeah.
But the Rory Maul thing, like I said, I sort of think it's fair, but Akademiks he has to understand, you talk about people, why can't they talk about you? Now, I understand he didn't like when they implied he was a cokehead, but sometimes you got to understand you're in the public yourself. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, people are going to say things about you. You can't just overreact every time.
Yeah. We can honestly break this down in like 4 different parts.
Yeah.
Let's stick on the Joe Budden podcast joint, and then we're going to go to the other stuff that he's been doing outside of this that's showing something. He's negotiating something with Complex. First, I wasn't aware that they was sneak dissing him. When I found out, I looked at all the joints. It was like, oh, but they never really mentioned his name. So they pretty much pull what Drake do all the time, and people love Drake for that shit. But I got on there. He pretty much did what he usually do. Did what I think he was gonna do, but yeah, he did that shit. Pretty much bash Maul, said Moly Maul, said that man is dead already. He can go get his boy Rory. Rory. He pulled up a LinkedIn account, which if you don't work in a business or you not trying to get a job, you trying to get a job at that certain time, then yes, you're gonna have a LinkedIn account. He said he ain't do shit pretty much with his tenure the whole year. He threw Duce Palooza to Kaz and all them people, all the other black people, and then he straight up said, y'all are just trying to destroy other black-owned businesses. He neglected that Biggs was a big part of Rockefeller. Like, that's my brother, Biggs. You don't know why Rockefeller, just go Google that shit. Too much thing to talk about. And he was beefing with Joe and said the same thing about Joe Budden when they was negotiating with Complex, saying Joe tried to take all of his money away from him when they was negotiating with Complex. But now he talked nothing but highly about Joe Budden.
Yeah, I think what it was, they actually talked it out. I think Joe explained to him what he was doing, where initially Ak only saw the money, where Joe's like, no, like, sometimes you gotta look a little past the money. And I got his point where it's like he was showing the LinkedIn page because he said, look, I'm my own boss while you sitting here trying to be someone's employee. So he's saying, like, y'all can't talk to me, because that was a part of Joe's rant when he's talking about what the Breakfast Club and like Charlamagne was saying. He was like, no, y'all work for iHeart. Y'all can't talk to me when I'm running my own shit. So Akademiks, like, just parlayed that over where it's like, well, I run my own shit. Now you got your little minions talking shit about, not to Joe, but he's saying now these little minions are talking shit to me when they just his employees. So, like I said, I get his frustration sort of, but then again, as dude, like, people do this. Like, people talk shit about you. That's what they do. Like, you can't be selective about who you want to. I want to pick on them just because I make more money than them. I want to pick on so-and-so because he's not as big. You know, it's almost as if he selectively picks people that he could, like you said, you don't like he tries to sun people. Yeah. Like, he selectively picks people he think he can do that to, when it's like, I mean, if you're not going to keep the same energy towards everybody, you might as well just let it ride. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not that serious.
And then it seems like he's just been beefing with anybody this year. He beefed with Nav earlier this year. I don't pay attention to Nav.
Yeah.
He beefed with Freddie Gibbs. which turned horribly into him getting suspended after getting drunk and trying to talk some shit. I mean, a big loss. Meek Mill and him again, back at it again, going back and forth. It seemed like a lot of guys that's really street is not really messing with him.
Yeah, I thought it was funny. I really believe, and I think a lot of people can agree to this. It's because of the 6ix9ine thing. Because he's so close to 6ix9ine. He's like, oh, well, he said shit about them. They don't say anything. So that means they're not gonna do nothing to me because they're not doing nothing to him. I really think that's where, like, this year, because he said this year he's just I'm tired of this saying. So I was like, nah, I think you watched what 6ix9ine did and said, oh, they're not going to actually do anything to me, so I can say what I want.
Yeah.
I really think that's what it comes from. Like I said, I'm a fan of him. I'm not trying to discredit him, but still, it's like this new thing he's doing this year about trying to beef with people. It's like, it ain't really you, my dude. Like,
it's all fun and games until 6ix9ine winds up dead, and then you mourning him, and then you're like, I just don't understand. Like, he was such a good guy, and you still not seeing the same shit he's seeing. You stopped beefing with Chicago after they was like, you keep making that shit, and we gonna come see you. And you stopped making that Warren Chirac shit. Did you not? Like, then on top of that, you like you throw certain artists in there. Or like say something smart, which you pretty much is the person version of Shade Room.
Yeah.
You're the one-man person of Shade Room. Like, and the some fact that you beef with everything, Complex probably got you on another contract because it's been a couple years, 2 or 3 years. So they probably got you on another contract. If not, you're trying to get another deal with somebody. And like, look, this is what I can do. This is how many people I can bring to my platform. You're going to hurt yourself more than help yourself. And honestly, I hope Joe lets Roy and them just vent it out. Like, yo, like, this is what the fuck going on. Just let me say something. But I think Joe was like, no, let's look at the bigger picture right now. Like, yeah, I have my personal thing, but if I go, they're gonna look at y'all like, okay, cool. But since my name on the biggest part of it, yeah, they're gonna look at me like, okay, cool. Like, I know I'm the attention drawer.
Yeah.
But it's all like the big three. You know LeBron the captain. So if anything happened to LeBron, everybody gonna be like, well, they ain't got it no more.
Yeah.
It's all like that. Like, if it's not 3 of them in there, then you can tell different. You can tell it different. Like when they did do the podcast without Joe, it was good. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. I listened to it. Even with one of them missing, it's still good, but it's not the same when all 3 is there. You said that Rory was the college kid version. Rory was Joe Budden college translator. Was you not that on Everyday Struggle when you brought all these young niggas up there and Joe Budden pretty much ripped them apart, and you kept doing it, and you didn't realize that that's pretty much what you was doing, and that's the only reason why I know DJAkademiks, because of Complex and Joe Budden.
I thought you brought up a great point where I don't think he realized he's hurting himself more than helping himself, because the thing with 6ix9ine now, of course, he's not going to be on any playlist. Like, a lot of people don't want to work with him. A lot of brands don't want to rock with him. A lot of this. And so I think Akademiks is sort of like following that. He's not realizing, yeah, you may get a little boost in pride for what you're doing, but when you start to go to these deal negotiations, nobody want to work with you. I think that's when he's going to start to see like, oh, damn, maybe I was wilding right there. Like, yeah, so I don't know. Like you said, hopefully, I think like niggas getting too old for this, but I mean, it's whatever.
And
like,
for the fact that he tried to, like, you see, I mean, I know everybody saw, most people saw when Jay Versace and Fred Gibbs were going back and forth. That shit was comedy because Fred Gibbs did not really try to disrespect Jay Versace, but hey, he did it away, and Jay Versace literally won it. To me, like, he won that shit, and Fred Gibbs had to give it to him. Like, he cannot say shit. And Jay Versace is a funny, a funny dude. Like when he was talking that shit, yeah, I was rolling because I was like, yo. And he may have thought, oh, Jay Versace can do it. Maybe I can get away with it. Nah, not everybody fuck with you like that. Like Jay Versace actually a talented producer, and he brings something to the table. You got credit on 6ix9ine and Nav albums, which have anybody really listened to a Nav album?
Nah.
You contribute here bars here and there.
He had a couple singles, but yeah, no one listens to his album like that.
Yeah, if you have a couple bars here and there on another artist's album, then it's like, okay, cool. Like you just contributing a couple bars.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing people criticize Drake about. People consider like just taking a little bit of bars and shit like that. Or like saying the ghostwriter thing, you helped blow that shit up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And while we're on the subject, I looked at the Star video too to see what the hell he was talking about. I don't know. He's the dude with Gilly the Kid, I think.
Yeah.
Star. What the fuck? That's what people really like looking at? Like this man just like pretty much having people call in and then he insults them and not really get an answer. After like 20 minutes, I was like, yo, what the fuck is this shit? Like you take donations or whatever you want to call them for people to call in.
I've never watched that, so I have no idea what
it's a weird nasty game that they play. And a lot of celebrities do that shit where they just take donations from people. Like a lot of like streamers and shit take donations for stupid shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you on the call and be on it, and then they're like, oh, blah blah blah, and this and that. Like he pretty much was like, yeah, academics, and I'm like. You don't really like Marlon Roy. Like we know that already from which I said in podcast. But I digress.
Yeah, shit. I guess we can hear music. What the fuck? Wait, what happened?
Oh, well, go ahead.
You know what the fuck happened with this ASAPFerg shit, or
no? But before I leave the joint, I just want to say one thing. And here he go fucking with another Chicago rapper.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Hydro number 9.
Quando Rondo.
Whatever the fuck that nigga name is. I don't give a fuck. Akademiks is a straight up bitch for posting day one numbers. He did that in a day and a half. We dropped on a Thursday.
On a Wednesday.
Damn. Dude is stupid.
Well, if they did drop on a Wednesday, that is a fair point. But Akademiks did have proof apparently that like, nah, nigga, you sold 3,500. I said I don't know if he actually did drop on a Wednesday or not. I didn't pay attention to that.
I don't care about numbers or nothing like that. If the album good, the song good, it's good. Like
that's
the thing that everybody getting ahead of now. It's like, oh, numbers this, number that. It doesn't mean shit when as Roy said, you can have all the content in the world, but it doesn't mean shit if it doesn't age well.
Yeah.
If you own your masters and this shit don't do shit, then you own 100% of nothing.
And I don't. He is too caught up in the numbers sometimes. Like it's like sometimes like is the album good or not? Like you don't just be like, oh, he only sold 35K. It's like, I mean, the album was fire though. Like fuck that.
Oh yeah.
Like promote the album.
Yeah.
But like I said, like the ASAPFerg shit. So apparently they were saying that he wasn't a part of ASAP anymore. Saying that he was stealing ideas. He dried up, whatever.
It was damn, what's his name?
Ills and Bari, ASAP Ills.
ASAP Ills said, and I quote, "This is him. It's all over the internet. There's no allegations. He said this. He said, Ferg ain't ASAP no more. Sorry guys, that nigga burned out. Songs dumb trash. Mr. Anthem can't get it right. They've been calling me the golden child for years now, and it's not for no reason. I've been him. Nigga, you been this is from him too. He said, nigga, you been your man's to try to pick your brain and still not to be loyal and real. Then he said, it's a reason behind everything, trust me. Been quiet long enough. Don't let these people fool you into brotherhood when they're not really for you or saying what you stand for. Then Somebody asked him did he get kicked out, and it was pretty much him just going on a rant, bashing him instead of saying he's not it. But the thing that kind of like crazy to me and kind of bothered me is like, you kicking this man out because of music or what really? And when ASAPFerg came in, I think his name.
Barry.
Came out with the allegations of all the stuff he was doing to women. I really don't know. I was like, I don't even know who that nigga is, but he's on there. And when the song sounded like ASAP Rocky called him a bitch, he's still in ASAP somehow. It's like, what do you stand for? Are you standing for money or in views and shit? Or are you standing for, oh, this man just, loyal? Because what it sounds like, you was salty at first.
I was mad. So later they said it was just an internal issue.
It said 12 he said it.
So my shit bothered me about this. One, I really would hope the older generation stop saying that the younger generation can't stay off their phones, because these are some old niggas who...
Technically not old, dude.
Well, they not like our parents' age, but they still older than us. They're not the younger generation. Yeah. They had a little problem, so they decided to just go on IG and like air it out. Like, so stop doing this generation thing where some people want to stay on the phone. Bitch, like, clearly everyone has a problem with this shit. And two, like, what the fuck kind of shit is this? Where it's like, you're not in our group anymore. Now we just play, come back in the group. Like, what? Like, and shit, the only songs that we heard anyone from, like, is Rocky and Ferg.
No, 12V.
I know.
His last year being broke.
Nah, I never.
Never heard this my last year being broke. Let's get this money.
The only person I heard ASAP Rocky, ASAP Yams, and ASAPFerg. ASAP Yams, obviously, like, rest in peace. But I've never heard anyone else. So for them to act like, oh, we kicking out one of the main people y'all heard of, it's like, for what? Nigga, what? Yeah. What are y'all gonna do without them?
Hey man, I don't understand this. But yeah, that's pretty stupid. And then you heard BigSean album?
Excuse me. I was listening on the way here. What song I'm on? I'm on the Travis Scott song right now. Lithuania. So I listened to the first 11 songs.
I'll be honest, all I listened to was the first two, and then I was like, I already know what bag BigSean is in. Let me listen to the last shit. The one with Eminem and them. And quite frankly, Detroit lineup right now, that Detroit lineup is kind of crazy. I skipped a couple people because I really don't like their, I listen to it, and then after the second round, I skipped that shit because I didn't want to hear from them. But you just gotta listen to it. I have an opinion on Eminem, but we're gonna get back to that later. Next week, we're gonna get into the Eminem bag. There's a lot to unpack with that shit too.
First, if you haven't listened to the first mixtape Detroit, I would recommend listening to that.
Isn't that the one with Ass on it?
No, that's his first album. Detroit was a jank with Moolah.
I need to find out the joint.
Yeah,
go ahead.
But Detroit, I think this was a good continuation of it. Where it's like, this is not what I expected from him, but being a sequel to Detroit, it's like, oh, okay, like, I see where he was going with. So that made me enjoy it more, just because I fuck with the Detroit mixtape, the original. So, like I said, I'm only 11 songs in, so what's that, 10 more to go? But so far, he in the first one, he had Snoop Dogg tell a story. He had Jeezy tell a story. I think he had Trey the Truth tell a story, but I could be wrong. And song number 6, he has Dave Chappelle telling a story. So like I said, he's keeping that going. So I really fuck with that. I really fuck with that.
Fuck, what is that? I think it's Finally Famous and mixtapes.
Yeah, Finally Famous had ass on it.
Yeah, when he came out with Finally Famous and shit, the mixtape and shit, this take him back to when he first started, when he really rapping. Yeah. And then after that, people started calling him corny, saying the nigga washed up, he's not good. So now that he's coming back, and like I say, every time you do good, niggas suck your dick or something, you know what I'm saying? But no, I said like that. That sounded crazy. But it's true. Niggas start sucking dick when you start doing good, but when you do it bad, they kind of like, nigga. But nah, I don't know. I haven't listened to that joint. I've been listening to I listen to Mozzie single, SZA single. You know, gotta listen to SZA shit. You gotta listen to the shit. And then a dude named, damn, what's the fuck name?
I listen to Dirk single, The Voice.
I ain't listened to that yet. Cause you know, I gotta wait for nighttime, so you know.
Well, no, cause like it's because he's the voice of the trenches, and I'm in the trenches, like I'm outside.
You gotta listen to it at night.
No.
I listen to Busy Banks.
Oh, that's
wow, wow, like wow, nigga. His album, the shit is low key fire. The shit is low key fire. He got one song on there. Y'all just gotta check it out. Called Beautiful.
Shit. Anything else in music to talk about? Or nothing to talk about.
Not really. Oh,
right.
What's the name? The nigga that was whipping in Nene and all about everything.
Silento.
Yeah.
Silento. What the fuck happened? He went to a house and he stuck up a house because he was looking for his girlfriend. What was the shit?
Allegedly, and we don't know the full story. Allegedly, he went inside his girlfriend's house, a family house, looking for her with a hatchet, and he attacked 2 people. Yeah, then some other things came out. Y'all Google the pictures y'all want. Just go look at the pictures. That's probably the wildest story we've seen this week so far. I mean, super wild. When I say look at the pictures, look at the fucking pictures. And it's not for weak-hearted. It's not for weak-hearted on that picture.
Well, shit. Y'all want to go to the NBA? You followed the NBA playoffs this last week?
Hold on, wait. Before we get out of the news, before we got our music news, you heard RKelly got assaulted in prison?
Yeah.
So apparently it was a Latin King member. This is the funniest shit because it's only a thing you can hear. You like, yo, like, what the fuck is happening? So a Latin King member assaulted RKelly, and he said the government made me do it, and also getting attention on the spotlight and alleged government corruption. That's his quote. The government made me do it.
Well, fuck R. Kelly. I couldn't care less about what that nigga happened. Yeah, but that shit is funny.
Like, yo, you blaming shit on the government and you in prison? That is wild. But look into that shit. They are corrupted.
But shit, like so, the playoffs. You watched the Jazz Nuggets series?
I caught glimpses of it.
Bruh, JamalMurray and Donovan Mitchell are some bad motherfuckers. Yo. It was like 50 ball here, 50 ball here, 50 ball here. I was like, yo. And Jamal Murray was hitting some shots. That shit was crazy. Like, I think that series wore them out. They gonna get dusted by the Clippers. But, like, Jamal Murray, like, I was sort of Donovan Mitchell and Jamal Murray. I didn't really consider them stars like that before. But this past series, I'm like, nah, they got it. They got it, bro. Like, they got it.
It was the ultimate battle between light-skinned nigga and dark-skinned nigga.
Yeah. Well, that's not the first time I'm hearing it. Yeah, you think so? I would have saw that on Twitter or something by now. That's that shit crazy. No, Donovan Mitchell, like, I know they talk about extending him in Utah, but that motherfucker gone.
And just like when Drake and Meek Mill went at it, Drake won. No. And now Pusha T about to kill that nigga Drake.
No, Kawhi Leonard just sitting there like, nigga, you come in here. But
both have braids. So straight to the back.
No, Donovan Mitchell leaving Utah. I will tell you why. This bitch was on a rookie contract, and he had no help. So now you giving him a max contract, you damn sure ain't gonna have no help on that team.
The funniest thing is, though, I thought about this. Utah ended the NBA season, and they came back and got that season ended.
Okay.
All because of Rudy Gobert, and nobody's saying anything. Like, Rudy Gobert saved y'all lives. The least y'all can do is let him get to the second round. Like,
Shit. I thought the Rockets were gonna lose. I thought cause Russell Westbrook was ass. He was just turning the ball over left and right.
He was hurt. He was injured. He had a frozen shoulder.
Oh, okay. You turn the ball over every other play. It's like they sit out. They sit out. And that shit, but they won a series. The Bucks are down 0-2. And you got like, all right.
First of all, I want to say this though, on this on-type Rocky shit. ChrisPaul is never getting out to the first round, or not even getting to the championship. Like, his career is over with right now.
Well, no, he keeps getting these max deals, and it's like, obviously, like he's had a great career, but I think once he comes to a realization, like, dude, you can't be a max player on a team for that team to win. Like, money needs to go somewhere else, because I don't think there's ever been someone that's 6 feet that dominated. Like, Iverson had that one season, and they got their ass beat in the finals against the Lakers. Yeah, they won that one game, but it's just, if you're a small person, it's so hard for you to score in the NBA. Because everyone's so much taller than you, and you got to do so much work to score. So in a 7-game series, if you're in Game 7, you're washed because you were trying so hard to score. You were trying so hard to make plays. You almost need someone like Jason Tatum. Like, he has to be your best player because how he can score. He can score so much easier than ChrisPaul.
All right. But still, fuck ChrisPaul. Every time he was on the Clippers, that nigga was hurt. Him and Blake, bitch ass. This is like the ultimate payback because every time the niggas got in the playoffs when they was with the Clippers, what happened? Oh, Blake, his finger. Oh, ChrisPaul, that nigga hurt. Then when he got to Houston, he was hurt the first couple games. It seems like every time this nigga's in the playoffs, he's hurt. Like, he's never gonna win it. And then what pisses me off is people getting upset and saying SteveNash is rain chasing. Look at that.
Let's get to Steve Nash state a bit because I sort of got a little like I got some flame there too. But all right. The Bucks are down 0-2. I have a hot they're never gonna win with Giannis unless he plays point guard or center. That's my hot take. If he's a wing player, I think it's never gonna work. He has to play point guard or center. I know how sometimes he brings the ball up, sometimes he does, sometimes does that. Like, no, he's the ultimate cheat code no matter where you put him at. But if you put him at point guard, you can do this thing where everybody on your fucking team is big as shit. And just like, I bet we can play a zone, pause. We can play a zone, everyone just hold your arms out. If he plays center, you can get a team that plays super fast. But hold up, the Bucks coach, he did the same thing with the Hawks. The Hawks had the number 1 seed that one year he was coaching them, and they got their ass beat in the playoffs. So maybe he just don't have a system to win.
Talking about Tom Thibodeau?
No, Budenholzer. That's the name. The Bucks coach, yeah. And by the way, fuck the NBA refs because Game 2 of the Heat Bucks was so bad. I don't know why the hell they ended the game like that. They were just calling fouls on damn near everything. It's like, bitch, let them play. God damn, like.
It's a perfect story, man, for the NBA headline for a homeless man to make it to the finals. And that's public knowledge that Jimmy Butler was homeless before he did what happened.
I still think he gonna make the finals, by the way. But so anything else you want to get to Steve Nash?
Let's make our prediction real fast for the second round.
All right. It's gonna be Heat Celtics, and then I'll go Lakers Clippers just because Denver's they're tired, and I think the Rockets proved against the Thunder that they aren't. I thought the Rockets would be better than what they showed against the Thunder. They had no business going 7 games with the Thunder.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much same thing. Lakers Clippers. Everybody want to see it. NBA going to do it because those are bigger franchises. I went to LA right when they got signed, like before, like last year when. It was last offseason?
When they got
Kawhi now?
Oh yeah. This is the first year together. So
So I went there when Kawhi and Paul George first got there. Once you walk to like the Staples Center and stuff like that, they got big ass billboards. Not supporting LeBron. big ass billboards supporting the Clippers. Crazy. At the Microsoft Theater, big ass billboards supporting Paul George and Kawhi Leonard because they're from LA. So I think they put in so much money into this. They're gonna have to do that. They're gonna just do it because they selling virtual seats was retarded. But yeah, that's a whole nother story. But I think it's them too, and the Clippers do got flaws. I don't know what the fuck happened every time I watch this dude play, but every time I watch this nigga Jokic play, straight up bum. When I watched him play, he was a straight up bum.
I think just his game is too he's obviously I like Jokic. I think his game is just too slow. So you know what I'm saying? Like he plays too slow. So when you play a team like the Clippers, they can just swarm you, and it's like, yo, like you gotta just be fast with your moves, like just I don't know. I think he plays too slow.
And speaking of that game too, the last game, it seems like the hood niggas in the NBA is beating the fuck out of European people. Because I mean, did you see what Jim Butler did? To be honest,
yeah,
when he pushed him down and then. He tried to get back up. He pushed him back down. Like, they're not used to... I don't think they're really used to this type of, like... All right, fuck it then. Like, we're just going to go to all out.
This is... Yeah.
And not to say that Morris did or not, but if a dude throw a bow at me while he running to the paint and try to bully his way in... I'm not going to fucking let that shit happen.
The game before, Marcus Morris was... I don't know if he intentionally did it, but he did step on Luka's ankle. And it looked like... I mean, you went a little out of your way to do it. The game after that, Luka threw an elbow and then Marcus Morris hacked. I don't know why everyone's acting like Luka didn't throw that blatant elbow. But, I mean, if they would have protected him, they would have protected him. But if you watch that, that slow footage, Luka said, boom. And Marcus Morris said, get the fuck out of here.
But he did make a play on the basketball because the ball is right here.
Yeah.
And if you're on the left side of me, you're going to see that you cannot physically... The head is in the way. So you either try to say, fuck it, I'm going to hit the nigga in the head and hit the ball, or what? Yeah. And if y'all niggas know anything about physics, which most of y'all niggas don't because y'all still play 2K, y'all will know that the ball is going to bounce in the way that you hit it. If he did hack his head, the ball would have flew in a different direction than down.
That was... I have a confession to make.
What?
You gonna hate me.
What?
I may have bought 2K. I don't know what it is. They do it every year. I was like, I'm not gonna let them do this to me. I'm not gonna let them scam me. All of a sudden, I saw it. I was like, damn. I really want to play a new basketball game right now. You know what? I'm not even gonna blame me. Don't blame the victim. Fuck EA Sports, cause that's on y'all. If y'all do better with NBA Live, 2K wouldn't do this shit to us.
So we're here.
Yeah, nah. While I'm on this hot take, we talking about Steve Nash. Steve Nash was hired as the Nets coach, and I think it's a great hire. One, Stephen A. Smith, stop being so stupid. On ESPN, this dude said it was white privilege, and he was like, there are more coaches, more experienced than Steve Nash, and it never happened for a black person. Stephen A. Smith, Derek Fisher, right when he retired, the Knicks hired him as a coach. No experience. Jason Kidd, my favorite player of all time. He actually went in the Hall of Fame the same time Steve Nash went in the Hall of Fame. Hired by the Nets as a coach, right out, fresh off his retirement. He didn't have experience. Steve Nash has more experience than both of them. And if it was the other way around, Steve Nash was hired and Jason Kidd was just hired now, like when Steve Nash was, everyone would be complaining, well, why it take so long for Jason Kidd to get hired? So let's stop doing this shit, because it really does hurt when you do stupid shit like that or say stupid shit like that, because when it actually is white privilege, they're just going to roll their eyes and be like, oh, here we go. This nigga just want to talk shit. So nah, that shit really bothered me. And personally, I think it's a great hire because he was on the Warriors staff when Kevin Durant was there. Clearly, Kevin Durant has something to do with the hiring. So he was like, oh, like, that's the coach our star player wants. Let's hire him as the coach.
Fuck you, Kyrie. That's pretty much what they were saying.
I'm pretty sure Kyrie has something to do with it, too. And a lot of people don't know. the 7 seconds of less offense that everyone says Mike D'Antoni created, that was actually created by Steve Nash. All the players have said it on that team, everything. Steve Nash created that offense. Mike D'Antoni just took the credit because he was the coach. So Steve Nash with the Nets team fully healthy with that offense is crazy. You got Kyrie Irving can go for 30. Kevin Durant can go for 30. Spencer Dinwiddie can go for 30. Karis LeVert can go for 30. You got Joe Harris, a sharpshooter. You got DeAndre Jordan, Jared Allen in the paint. They got niggas that can, like, the Nets going to be tough if they can get healthy.
I was wondering where DeAndre Jordan went.
Yeah, he was with the Nets. He didn't play in a bubble because he had COVID. And so he just never went to the shit. Yeah.
Remember that time when I saw Andre Drummond at the airport and that nigga looked at me crazy because I had a fucking... First of all, ironically, I was going to Vegas. But saw him in the Detroit airport. And I looked at this nigga like, who the fuck is this guy looking at me? Why the fuck he looking at me? I was like, I don't know, sizing him up like, I can take this nigga. Then I looked, I was like, nah, that nigga's 7 foot. But I was walking around, you know, with my flower, you know, my mom flower, you know, luggage cake, because, you know, I don't buy luggage. Trying to get the fuck on and get out of here. It's a free flight. Who the fuck want to take that shit last minute? Yeah, but that nigga was just looking at me like, this nigga right here. Like, this nigga walking around with flower, a purple flower fucking suitcase. And I'm like, shut up, nigga. He said, I'm looking at him like, this talk, what the fuck this nigga looking at? He's sitting by himself like, what a fucking loser. Not knowing it was Drummond that time, so I looked back and I looked at him and I said, I was like, he stood there, I was like, yeah, that's Drummond.
Yeah, you don't feel short. Well, like, I'm about 6 feet, so I'm not that short. But when you look at someone in the NBA, like for example, Steph Curry. Steph Curry's 6'3". You don't feel short until you see someone like that in person, and then you see him playing the game. It's like, damn, he the smallest nigga out there. You know, it's like, oh shit, when I saw him, this nigga was like, I was looking up to him. Like, it's crazy how tall these niggas are.
Yeah, like, even the dude, Reggie Williams.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot. I don't care. They lied to his ass. There's no way that nigga 6'8".
Yeah.
Ain't no fucking way.
All right, 6'8" late. Pause. I'm talking about stomach. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. That's getting cut out. Hey.
Oh, it didn't say your stomach.
Hey.
They say laying on your stomach.
Hey, bruh, goddamn.
But no,
pause off. God,
I saw this man like when you see athletes in a natural habitat, it's kind of weird.
You know, can I break the Bucks about to go down 0-3 to the Heat? It's 111, 130 seconds left. Giannis is gone.
130 seconds left.
111, 130 seconds left.
130 seconds left.
Nigga, 111 to 100.
Oh,
with 30 seconds left.
Oh, it's not like you said 100 to 1. I mean, 111 to 100 with 111 and 130 seconds left. Like what?
Yeah, the Bucks guy. They need a new coach. Giannis, come to the Nets. Come to the Nets.
Come to the Nets. Well, no, it's kind of weird when you see like athletes doing everyday shit, like NBA players and shit, because it's all like, damn, that shit kind of crazy. Like, that is in person. I didn't see Drummond. What's that nigga name? What I just said? Reggie Williams, Ben Wallace. When I was little, so that nigga was definitely super tall. But you know that nigga was him because it's afro, and this is when he was playing for Detroit. I want to say it was Patrick. It was somebody. It was some old school basketball player running through the store, getting groceries during the pandemic. Like right before the pandemic hit, or during the pandemic, just run through the store with a mask on. I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy. I can't remember the nigga name. He from Virginia, but I can't remember the name. But it's kind of weird to see him just see them in a regular habitat and nobody's bothering them.
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah,
like nobody's bothering them. Like, all right, cool. Like that's a nigga Ben. Like, you know the nigga. Like that's kind of weird.
That's the one thing I would hate though. I would hate going to a store and everyone saying like, "Oh shit, that's such and such." It's like, motherfuckers, y'all come near me, I swear on everything. Just leave me alone. I don't like none of y'all.
Yeah, but you do like 6'8" niggas laying on your stomach. Speaking of basketball, go ahead, talk about your guilty pleasure.
But 2K?
Yeah.
All right. So there I was,
How did the white man trick you
all
in the
right.
finals?
I was playing Call of Duty Warzone, right? And I low-key I was doing a decent job. Each match, like, I was playing duos. I get about, 5 kills each thing. We didn't even win, didn't get no victory royals. But, it was a nice vibe. Nice vibe.
Flipping the old niggas around the way.
So then, today's 2K day, by the way, if y'all don't know. So, midnight hit. And everyone's like, oh, my 2K is at 99%. Oh, my 2K is this. I'm like, huh. I was like, damn. I was like, I don't feel like getting this shit and then just getting it over again, like, when the next gen come out. Oh, well, you can get this one and you can get the thing for the next gen. And I'm like, but I want to get the PS5. I got Xbox One. I don't want to get the Series X. I want to get the PS5. So I'm just thinking, everyone's having fun. And I was like, So then I'm sitting there like, man, if I make a GoFundMe, niggas would donate me money and it's like, hey, you go ahead and get 2K. So I asked around the party like, yo, y'all trying to donate money for me to get 2K? Because I can get it. I'm just not trying to pay full price for this motherfucker. It's like, it's a scam. It's a scam. I know it's a scam. No, of course, everyone, my fake friends didn't want to give me any money for the game. So then, something just took hold of me, and I went to purchase. I'm sorry. I feel like I don't even know I didn't buy Madden, so I deserve some props. But like, man, I did it. They already have issues with it. People aren't getting their VC. The game's the exact same game as the last one. The gameplay. They just add a couple things like dribble animations. But I did it. The rosters aren't even updated yet because it hasn't been an off season. But I still did it.
They didn't even do the draft, did they?
I need help.
Did they do the draft?
No, draft's going to be in November.
Alright, so...
I need help.
So, let's break this down for you. I love talking shit to these people, especially these corporations.
I need help, Dunny.
So, right now, we have two monopolies right now. We have EA Sports and Madden. Everybody knows what Madden is. If you don't know, then I don't know what the fuck wrong with you. You probably play weird games like hentai games. And then you have 2K, made by Take-Two Interactions. They got famous back in the late 2000s when Allen Iverson was on the cover, and they pretty much killed live. They didn't do any bullshit. I agree. They didn't do no shady bullshit where, let me buy the rights, because I'm scared of another competitor and shit. They was like, nah, we love competition. Basketball is about competition, so why not have competition? Both of these games I played a lot when I was like younger in my developmental stages before I realized, hey, these niggas are scamming the fuck out people every year. And to prove it even more, and people are getting tired of it. Like Madden 20 had a 1.2 Metacritic score. And that's pretty much like, but from the users. And, most of these fucking, I'm not even going to say like the viewers, because most of them suck dick for companies just to get free shit. So, over the weekend, I want to say, was it over the weekend? When cancel Madden, boycott EA, NFL, look at this bullshit that they presenting. They making your brand look bad, which the NFL don't have a hard time doing it if they keep letting people beat their wives and not cutting them. But they get mad when a black man disciplines their children. That's all black people was raised. If you don't agree with that, then you wasn't getting hit with random shit in your house, like most minority people are. And it's a true fact. Hey, you ever got hit with a foreign object?
Yeah, but I really need help.
All right.
I just downloaded the My NBA 2K21 app.
Anyway,
I can't stop.
This nigga's all right. Anyways, Madden 21 got a right now, and I don't even look at the other system because when you pull it up, you're just gonna bring up PS4. But right now, the Metacritic score for users is a 0.2. People are tired of getting the same copy bullshit over and over and over. Like, there's, like, I would say the developers, they probably lazy and they was like, oh, we can blame it on COVID. Fuck that. Y'all still had all this time to do it.
What it is.
And to flush it out. I'm not done yet. This is about, like, this is a fucking
all
rant.
the effort went to the next gen. All the effort went to the next gen game. They didn't give a fuck about this game. That's what I'm saying. I need help. I knew this. I knew this was going to happen. And I did it anyway. I'm sorry. Like it's something wrong with me. I need help. Like I was sitting here just trying to think. Like man, maybe it was this. Maybe it was that. No, Dunny, I need help. Like
this nigga addicted like Terry Crews was a porn.
Like literally, as you were shitting on the game, I bought the My NBA 2K app. No, I didn't buy it. I installed it because you know you gotta put your face on your My Player. So you know, so you gotta take the picture. Y'all need to fix that shit. By the way, it takes you too damn long to do it because you gotta keep taking pictures like that and shit and everything. It's like nah, they gotta fix it.
Just for my character to look like a default nigga.
Yeah.
I don't look default. I kind of do, yeah. But that's not the point. The point is this. For years, they make $13 billion off of one game. And they do it every year. So, they release a game in October. $13 billion. And then come back next October. Oh, we did some innovative shit. Now, you can wear your helmets. And you can wear a fucking mouthpiece in your mouth. But you got to pay for that shit, though. It seemed like they just more concerned with, give me your money, you broke motherfucking niggas. We know y'all gonna buy this shit. My team, Ultimate Team, still having the same. It's still the same. Like, I didn't play, but I look at reviews and shit, still the same. 2K, I try to play the demo and shit. I didn't even get halfway through the game and I was like, this is definitely the same game I played in 2018. That's the last time I really, really fuck with 2K. Because I was busting niggas' ass on there. But after the whole entire Madden situation where Madden, like, where everybody was boycotting Madden and shit, you got me off track. I was going to Madden first, but 2K, you got to sit back, wait your turn. Yeah. But after all the Madden shit came out and they was like, oh, boycott the shit, Madden and EA came out and said, oh, y'all don't like the game? You know what y'all can do? Y'all can have it for free. We don't give away free games. Everybody got a free code. Like, bitch, if it's bad, we don't want nothing free. That's like me going to a restaurant and people saying, yo, the food is disgusting. And they was like, hey, you want this? This our best meal. Like, no, nigga. Like, no. I just came in here to see, like, if it's really that bad. But, like, no. Like, I just came for one specific item. I didn't come for this shit. Like, no, nobody want to, like, get free games so you can try to look good in graces. Because you're going to end up having to buy the game later down the road anyways. So they're really not even selling you the game. They're not giving you the game for free. They're pretty much saying, hey, here's a little taste. If you want the whole game when you get the next console, take that shit. And I don't like that shady business practice either of upgrading to another console. You get another console, so, you know, you got to pay an extra $10 just to upgrade it. Like, the fuck? Like, you already had the game made. People already spent $60. So you want to be greedy and buy more. That's sort of like artists. That's why I don't like deluxe editions, like, of albums. Like, it's just a greedy way to boost up your numbers. Like, all you're doing is like, okay, cool. Here's a whole album. You know what? It'll give you 2 extra songs on there for the same price. Or a little bit more. Some of them be like $20, and I'll be like, who the fuck got $20 to spend on an album? I got, all the streaming websites. Like, nobody buys digital. Nobody really buys physical copies unless they really fuck with you. But my rant on 2K is completely different. It's to the fucking creators on YouTube. You know niggas. Yeah. iPod King Carter. What's the other nigga name? The other bald head nigga.
I don't know if he bought, but Cash Nasty won. Yeah. Agent is one. Was it Troydon?
I don't know. Flight. I just know them for 2K, but y'all supported this bullshit for so long. Like, y'all get flown out to these events and shit. If y'all would have kept it honest and kept it buck instead of sucking dick the whole entire time to just get a promotional code, then, maybe y'all could have made a difference. But instead, people sucking companies' dicks just to get a free promotional code. Like, that don't make sense. You say you like something, but then you turn around and suck dick to make it.
I don't know. Like, I think all of them just have the same problem I have. Like, I need help. I'm telling you, I need help. It's like, I know it's going to happen every year, but I do it anyway. Like, I don't know where to go, where to turn. You ever just, like, life just coming at you fast, and it's just like, woo, and then it's like, purchase. And it's like, what did I just do?
That only happened when I beat off, and then like after that night, I look at the porn. I'm like, "You're a sick nigga. Why would you look at something like this? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You nasty boy."
Okay,
that's the only feeling I can relate to it.
Well, shit. Anything else? Cause I didn't eat.
I forgot to tell you this story, man.
All right.
Well, I'll be going around and shit. Got at the gas station the other day. Think I was on the phone with you or nothing like that. So I said, hold on, let me call you back, right?
Yeah.
Girl's like, oh my God, I can't believe it. I was like, can't believe what? They was like, oh my God. Oh, you were just at the VMAs. How did you get your beard grow back so fast? And I was like, fuck you talking about, bitch? Like, what? She was like, oh. And I was like, what is she talking about? You don't even have the same accent. Like, what? And I was like, oh, I get it. The mustache. Oh, you think on the weekend?
Oh my God.
Like,
my God.
You think on the weekend because of the mustache?
What?
Yeah.
Like, no, it's funny when I do that with my true stories about how people confuse me for Trey Songz. I don't think that happened, but proceed.
Yeah, when you get called all these, Canadian niggas, you feel some type of way. Because you really don't hear nothing about Canadian people besides fucked up news. And we finally, I don't know if this, like, speaking of Canada, this some, new. We finally heard something from ToryLanez. But
what was it?
Some bullshit about, he reached out to somebody, I don't know who it was, but he said, my streaming did not stop, my streaming numbers did not go down after this situation. That's all he said. He didn't say after the situation, he said, my streaming numbers never went down. He DM'd on him, that's it. Which is stupid. Why would you DM somebody in a time like this? Like, nigga, just sit the fuck up, shut up.
Like I said, put your damn phone down, please.
Yeah. But, you just hate my true stories so much.
Well, no, because mine are actually true. Like, they happen. Like, yours, I feel like you just piggybacking, like, everyone see Roger look like Trey Songz, and they be saying it, even though he thinks he look, So, I'm just saying. Sometimes you gotta ride your own wave, Dunny. Gotta ride your own wave.
I mean,
next you gonna start doing gun sounds.
Damn, that's funny because I listen to West Side Gun all the time. First of all, Jay Versace's a funny nigga. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter.
No.
That nigga called himself Fruit Side Gun. Fruit Pie. Yo, that made my day. That fucking made my day.
But shit.
You talking about how you didn't eat, you would have given.
Yeah, I eat.
You got your nigga at home.
So, gotta
what to cook for you. So you can lay on his stomach.
Shout out, everyone out here.
You got 6'8" niggas laying on this stomach.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna eat. And I'm not gonna play 2K.
Oh man.
Alright.
You know what I said it.